Hi, and welcome to the Truck and Scribe. It's Esther. Today I'm going to look at the Sizzix machines that I have. So this one, I don't remember when I got. Looks like it's at least back to 2014 on the bottom. So it's been 10 years and it's really stood the test of time. So what I've got with it is this platform comes with it. You use it to do the framelits for cutting the thinlits. Then over here, these are for embossing. And then this one is for the embossing folder too. So it helps give different widths to your platform. So you see how thin that is? This is thicker. You put them all together. Or if you have this one, this one is an Eileen Hole scrapbook. Punches out the cover and the pages for you. You get the little thing right there for the loop, and you get the little cover that goes right there. And it shows you on the back how to use this. So you would put your extending dies. So that's the other thing. I don't know if I have little dies. Yeah, I do. So my dies for this particular machine are not big enough to do with this all at one time, but this is big enough to fit right there and to cut out. Well, maybe not. But anyway, so with this you would put, so I'm just playing with index cards right now. So you put it on there, and you put your top on. You're also going to need this bottom cover. And see how that makes that width between it all? And what you would do is you would take this and roll it. And then what comes out are these cute little things. Sometimes they don't quite make it. So you can just trim it out. And this one didn't quite make it on that side either. So I can just trim it straight across. Let's see. Actually, I see what I did. So I didn't have enough up there. Okay. My paper moved. Anyway, so you get those with this machine and this size of a die. Then you can also put your plates, and these plates are just been through the ringer, I'm telling you. So I'm just using some scraps today when I got over here. What these are, and I got these on Amazon. You get all kinds, all sizes. Well, I think they're 2 or 3 inch size. See how these got cut out so nice? You do have to punch out sometimes the little holes, which is good if you do that, to have one of these like this, and then you would just put it on here and roll it, and that helps get the pieces out. We're going to make some. So the other thing, so I keep these in these little folders. It seems to make them easier for me to find. The other thing is the embossing folder. Let's see. So you put this in, and you can see this side is raised, this side is down. I'm just going to stick it in there, turn it this way, and the same thing. I'm going to send it through. Sometimes it doesn't want to go through like I want. So what's going on now is I forgot I need to change this. Since I'm doing an embossing folder, I need it set here. So this is when it becomes kind of in your way. You stack them up like that. And I don't think that's, there we go. You see this part is just hanging out down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll it back because I don't have enough room between me and that window. So I don't know, I can see it, but I don't know if you can. Yeah, I think you can. And then back here, I've got the so you got two different sides that you can use. So the embossing folders are really nice. And I am going to put this up for now because we're going to use this other one. The reason I got the other one so we looked at the Big Shot where you crank it through. This is the Sizzix Big Shot Switch Plus, which is fantastic. I love it. You got the power button. This button will bring it, reverse it back out of the machine. On the back, this little thing right here opens so that this sandwich comes through. Then you got a little drop down tray, and right here it goes through here, and it goes through there. And then if you and this is a little tray that you can put stuff in, so you could put your little die cuts in there if you wanted while you're working, or you could put your tools in there. So this comes with this platform right here, these two cutting boards that you need to go to get it to cut. And then a while ago, I couldn't find this one. I found it. Here's the one that you put in here that gives it just enough room for these thinlets to go through. So what you need to do is put your thing down. And then you can put your papers in however you want to put them. I've got a couple here, so I think I'll do it that way. This is the side that cuts. This is the smooth side, so you just lay them down. If you don't want all these little pieces of paper, you can just poke them out. So this is what it looks like when they get cut out. So one thing I do sometimes is I will take washi tape and just tape them down, especially if they're close to the edge or something. So we have the main platform, we have platform A, and we have a cutting board. So over here, we have a cutting board, and actually unplug this, so let me get it plugged back up. I'll be sitting here like, what's going on? Okay. So it's on. We're going to put these in. So I'm using the same thing, the same cutting board on top, because this one here, you can see where it's cut through all those times, which is supposed to look like that. So then you take your sandwich like this, and we're going to stick it in. And once you get right here, you'll hear it and feel it catch as it starts pulling it through. And it just comes out the back side over here. So when you're using this, you do need room, just like the big shot that I had earlier. And they just pop out when you have the right materials. You could save these and use them for die cuts. Or not die cuts, but we call them the other side. I can't think of it right now. So the other thing I do, I have this little squishy mat, and I have this Sizzix little roller. And I take my awl, and you see this hole right here? There's one there. This one's got one over here. That helps to pop that out, because once it goes through, it's pretty stuck. So I've not done a lot of product reviews like this. So we're just going to see how this goes. So you can use the roller and pull them off. Like that. And if not, you can get you a pokey tool like I've got and just poke them out. It takes time sometimes, but in the end, it's worth it. You have little doilies that you can use, and you can get these bigger doilies too. So you just continue doing that. This one, let's try this. So there's a hole right here that just helps you pop it out. And see, that one didn't have but one that needed to come out. Then what I'll do with this, and I can do that before I try and pop it out, but it just seems better when I do it that way. So it just, whichever way you want to do it, again, we're just popping it loose. And you can take scraps and sit here all day long and just send it through. For me, with my arthritis and shoulder problem, I love this machine. I forget that I have it sometimes, even though it's sitting right there. And the reason that is just because it is a bigger machine, takes up space. And when I get it out, I try to do enough die cutting for a while. So then I just take this and I take it over here to the trash can and dump it. So I am just recently become an affiliate marketer for Sizzix, which I've had this and I've had the other one for at least 10 years. And before that, I think I've got 2 or 3 around here. My sister gave me one because she stopped using it. It was just in her way. That was a smaller one. Then I have the bigger big shot that you roll it through, which is really good when you I'm trying to get these out too. You can use that. But the other one's really good when you don't have power, or you definitely want to move it around and use it in the craft room. You can use it to cut fabric. I have a Hexie die cut. So this one, all you need is this. So you put your paper on there. Let's see if I can get one. Although we know it's not going to cut all of it. So you put that. I'm thinking this way. Let me see. I don't think it's going to cut. You did it? No. Okay, so we do need both platforms. So we'll put that on there. And then I'll take this one. Actually, I want the other way because I don't put this on top because this is the one that's already beat up. So I'm going to get into practice on this and then I'll come back and we'll do a better video soon. But you just put it in there and it so if you heard that cracking, that was the plate cracking. See, when you get it in there right, you get all these that come out just like you want them. So that would go around the spine of a journal. This is like a tab. And then this is a book plate. And if I had had enough, and I have cut this out of the chipboard, so it will cut through chipboard too. And see, if I had looked here, I would see that I needed this bottom clear plate. I needed this, then the paper, and then this other clear plate. But somebody's not reading directions today. So this is how I've got my dies in here. I love these here. So I just stack them in. Got quite a few new ones that I haven't used yet. Embossing folder. I have the tabs. Yep. So I had to do a review on these. I have a little envelope. I use this one a lot. This is my tags folder, so I can do tags. Hello, a few. This is for little flowers. I love these to put vellum over the holes and put them as pockets. So here's something that I keep thinking of as a mailbox. I use that a lot. I have these from Sizzix. They're really cool. I've used them. This one came in this cover. And I have these for an envelope. When I was doing envelopes, I have butterflies, some with stamps that cut them out. These are fairy dies. I love these because they're really easy to make, tickets and stuff. And then you can stamp on them. Another envelope. So I've got the square ones and I have the circles too of the little doilies. I actually bought me another set of the round ones because that platform is so big I could do two. So here's a coffee die cut. I have a B one. One thing I did forget to mention is dryer sheets. When you're getting a lot of static on your dies and stuff, if you run the dryer sheet over it and run it over your platform, it really helps. So this was from a die cut. It was with so it was a butterfly, and I just used the cutout as like a little town is what it reminds me of. I have bookmarks. These didn't come out all the way, but They are pretty. I do have some somewhere, I think in my other box. So I have numbers and letters. And you can see I did use washi tape on those. I have a big die cut doily. I have this. Some Christmas ones. And these here are just regular stencils that you could use for like bullet journaling and stuff. These don't cut. Let's see. And some more. So I'm going to show you my favorite thing to use. Let's get these over here. Out of my way. So what I really like to use is this. I found it after I'd done all this to my board, my cutting mat. So you put it right here. It takes the place of this one with the thinlets. So if you look, they're about the same size in width. Now I have a longer one that I could use too, but and it fits. So this is the other thing. This is a wider space. I think it's 9 inches. So you can use all of your equipment in this if you have the smaller one, but you can't use this bigger stuff in the smaller ones. So what I'm looking at now is I think I'm going to do some of these. And like I said, I love these. And I just put them together like that. So I need a bigger paper. So you can kind of set them up. So you got your cutting mat face up, your paper, your die is face down so you can feel the ridges on it. This die is face down, you can feel the ridges on it. Then you don't need this part that you're cutting because you're cutting into that cutting mat now, kind of like so just like if you were doing a quilting or you had that other cutting mat that I have up here, you could cut the same way. Can you hear the difference in the machine when it catches? So since I got all that, I can put so if you don't want to go all the way through, when I got to here, I hit the reverse button. This is what comes out of this one. And I have some where I've taken stamps and stamped on them and made them look even better. This one's kind of dark, so right here I didn't quite get it. So what I can do, and that's because this is smaller and it didn't look like it went through, but then again it does. So all these just pop out. Actually, I think I'm going to go get, I don't know why that one didn't catch. I can see it though. I don't know if you can, but I can see the cutting line. And sometimes these things just happen. So if you are interested in getting a Sizzix, whether it's the hand cranked one or the electric one, definitely check them out at the Sizzix store. So we're starting to pile up some stuff over here. Like I said, I'm new at this as far as showing stuff and all. So hopefully you'll be nice, and well, y'all are always nice. So this is, I can get, so I'm just going to place these on here. This one's too small. Yeah. There we go. So you can just put these on and fill up your whole edge however you want them. You know what I didn't do? Well, I did do, but why I got it under there, I don't know. This goes under the mat because we got that layered. This is going to go on top right there. So yeah, I'm new at the affiliate marketing part of this, so I would be grateful if you did go, if you decided that you wanted to try one of the Sizzix products or the dyes. If you went through my link below, I would get a small commission that doesn't cost you anything. So sometimes when you got these big ones like this, you can hold it with two hands. And you don't hear the cracking. So you don't hear the cracking because it's cutting into this mat. You'll see in just a minute. Let's look at these. You could just sit there all day long and use your scraps to make these. And they're really cute in a journal. And then if you take stamps, I don't have any over here right this second, and you stamp them, they're even cuter. So I have some stamps that actually fit right here. See how these, you can see now this new mat where it pressed these dies into it. And that's okay, that's what the mat's for. And I'll tell you, it made a big difference for me. So these again, I need my pokey tool. So I need to get, look at Faith Friday for this coming week because I don't have it ready yet and I'm going out of town. So I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about this week. Because we finished Romans. And so clean my mat off. And you do want it to where it's not past that. So right in here there's a lip that goes down. That part is just where it's giving it room to get into the machine. Let's see what else I got. I have some that'll fit too to this. I don't know if they don't quite fit. I'm wanting to show you how these bigger ones, and I want to get some more dies because I did those. And I do have a box over there, like the die box, that has all these in it. I just forget, and I get over there and I don't see them. So I'm trying to figure out a way to organize it better so I can see stuff. Have a little jar. Have an itty bitty tag. This makes an envelope, a little square. Here's another envelope, it's a little bit bigger. So what you can do is just, if you have a lot, move them around and put them in here where they fit. Or one thing I did was I ordered 2 sets. That's why I have 2 of the circles. I've got so many circles. I'll put that one right there. And just lay this down and pick up your sandwich. I kind of pull it off the table so I can get a hold of it. And you can see they just move, so you could put it up here if you don't want to tape them down, and just kind of put them back where you want them at. And then just take and gently put it in there. And then it just folds back up. Back is closed. And I just move it over there, back in its little spot. So I get my dies and I just put them back up as I go. So when I get back, maybe we can do some stamping on some of this stuff and see how that goes. There's one other thing I didn't mention I'm gonna show you. I just don't want to forget. Let me get these. So I still got stuff here that I can use and make more. Okay. So when you're working with these bigger dies like this one, what you can do is pick it up, if you can get it up, and all of these little pieces that are falling out, look at that, there is a heart, here's a half a heart. You can use these in your journals as different things. There's one that I have that's actually cuts out hearts. So these would be good to put in a little baggie or something. So like this, and just slide it in. The other ones were too small, but I have saved these and I'll use them in my projects. Just put them in a little tote or a box or something. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something about the Sizzix machine. Leave me a comment if you have one, what you got. And if you don't have one, what kind would you like to have? And as always, thank you and have a great day.